So, Vera, it's your turn. Why don't you bring us into your next fear?
Ooh, rolling them bones. Alright, so this one is a film this time. Now it's my turn for a scary film. What film is it, you might ask?
Oh, shall I ask? What film is it, Vera?
Thank you. The film was specifically We're Back, a Dinosaur Story.
Oh! Oh, hello. I've heard of this.
Now, I don't know. It was somewhat pop. It was one of those kind of forced into B tier animated movie status ones because it wasn't made by one of the big ones. It was in that era where it just kind of got passed over.
Wasn't it one of those Don Bluth ones where he was just cranking them out non-stop?
Yep,
Okay.
it was something.
So, for the unintuited listeners at home, do you want to give like a brief synopsis, even just the concept of the movie of We Are Back, a Dinosaur Story? I think the title is pretty self-evident, but just in case.
You might as well, but basically, you see, anthropomorphized dinosaurs exist because apparently a time traveling old scientist went back to the past and let some dinosaurs eat a weird brain grain cereal. Yes, that is its actual name, brain grain.
Is it the opposite of the brain drain from Batman Forever?
I guess so, because it does give them sentience.
So it's nice Jurassic Park then.
Yes, but also they get teleported to the future, and instead of being horrifying menaces, they try not to be noticed by society, and also are helped by two ragamuffin children.
So it's nice Jurassic Park crossed with Luca, I guess.
Yeah. However, um, there are a couple things in this movie that are a little, hmm,
Yeah? How so? How so are they?
two moments in particular show up in my mind, both of which being connected to the villain of the series, which is the brother of the time traveling doctor who created these creatures, who
Okay.
is named, and I quote, Professor Screw Eyes, because one of his eyes is a screw.
Screw eyes, but only one of his eyes is a screw.
Yes. It's also a pun on the fact that his brother's name is New Eyes.
No, it's not. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is!
It's what? Did he have his eyes replaced with new ones?
Listen, I can quote. The prehistoric beings have traveled to the present day and become intelligent by eating a brain grain cereal invented by scientist Captain New Eyes, who wants
New
dinosaurs to
eyes.
personally be seen by children.
What?
But the
So what?
villain is his evil brother, Professor Screw Eyes, who wants the
Fuck me.
dinosaurs for his weird time circus.
I'm sorry, Time Circus?
It's a circus that
What?
travels through time and space.
Fuck me, that sounds amazing! Fuck showing dinosaurs to children. Give me the Time Circus.
Same.
So, what makes him so evil then?
So, well, because obviously he's trying to do it in a weird, unethical way, because circus ringmasters are all villains, because,
Oh,
you
there's no
know,
such thing as an ethical circus,
I mean, yeah.
I guess.
Also, and essentially, his plan is to eventually, like, force onto these dinosaurs what is the opposite of this brain-grained cereal to force them into ego death and return them to feral dinosaurs.
Oh my god, he is using the brain drain from Batman Forever.
Yes.
He's the Riddler.
No, literally, Screw Eyes devolves the children into chimpanzees using brain drain pills that are the polar opposite of brain drain.
It's just the Super Mario Brothers movie. All I can think of is, I was going to say better movies, debatable, but... Wait, hang on, why is he called... You said he has a screw for AI.
Yes.
How?
It is an empty socket with with just the head of a screw appearing out of it.
I'm gonna avoid the question of why, of all things, he decided to put a screw in there, because that sounds unhygienic.
Oh, don't
But-
don't worry. It will be used to very good effect after. It will be used to very good effect in the second horrifying moment I'm going to tell you about.
You still haven't told me that first horrifying moment. I am on the edge of my seat.
The first horrifying moment was that the two ragamuffin children that were traveling with them was taken hostage by the circus ringmaster, and he fed them brain drain pills to devolve them into monkey.
He fed them Brain Force Plus.
Yes, and
That's what happened.
de-evolved them back into monkeys.
And they're gonna
And the
complain about
only
the fall on
way that
Christmas.
he would let them go was by the dinosaurs taking the pills and joining his circus act.
Not to keep referencing other movies, but this does sound a bit like Pinocchio, where they start turning into donkeys.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So,
But
I
one,
understand why that would
just
scare you.
the horrifying ordeal of seeing these cute cartoon. Oh, also, when the dinosaurs gain sentience, they turn into cutesy, cartoonish versions of themselves.
Well,
But
like
when
once
they
upon a time.
lose, yes, but when they lose their sentience, they turn back into like horrific, realistic dinosaurs.
Like the Carnival Man Before Time.
Yes, literally.
So, was that the second scary scene where they turn into giant, horrible feral dinosaurs?
No, that's the first scary scene of these characters gaining sentience at the beginning of the movie, and then literally losing it and becoming feral monsters. Because it's just,
Okay.
wow, they basically just died, didn't they? Oh
That's
god.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the other scary scene?
The other scary scene is, due to shenanigans, the children turn back to humans and save the dinosaurs from the ring, and
Okay. The
a bunch
ring?
yes, the circus ring. The
Oh,
circus
sorry.
ring.
I thought you meant the movie, The Ring. They watch. They have 7 days to live.
No.
Samara comes out of the well and tries to drag them back to the Mesozoic era.
Exactly.
Okay, so they've been saved from the circus ring. Okay, so far so normal.
And you see, and Professor Screw Eyes is defeated and left by himself. But he seems to have gotten his strange technological know-how and mystery powers from what I can only describe as a giant sentient flock of crows.
What? Hang on.
He has all these crows hanging around his circus and being like always watching, and him being able to see them, what they see with his screw eye.
What? What's the correlation between having a screw for an eye and this connection to crows? And what happened to his old eye?
I don't know.
It has to be in the movie somewhere. I'm gonna look it up actually.
Well, this was made based off of an old, like a very old story, so it might be in there. Who knows?
We are back at Dinosaur Story. You continue with the scary scene revolving around the crows while I look into what's going on here.
Well, you see, he's left alone in the middle of the circus ring, and suddenly all the crows have gathered on the rafters, just looking at him silently. and he's shouting at them, promising he can get a new act, that he can make this work. And then all the crows swoop down and just completely cover him while he screams. And then they
Oh.
all fly away, and there's nothing left but a single screw.
So I just found the deleted scene which describes how he loses his eye, and that makes the ending even more horrifying. Vera, do you want to know how Professor Screw Eyes lost his non-screw eye?
Hit me with that horrible lost childhood lore.
So, quoting the Villains Wiki, which cites no sources, but I have no reason to doubt them, and I quote, "In a deleted scene, he explains that he lost his left eye as a child when he was snoozing by a berry bush, and after a berry fell upon his eye, a crow pecked for the fruit, while at the same time taking his eye. Ever since then, Screw Eyes decided that the world around him never made any sense, and therefore acts accordingly to life's senseless ways by using fear to get his way. Because of this instance, he has a fear of crows and used this in his act. This way, even while he fears the crows, they are still under his control." What the fuck?
And then they eat him alive.
So, the tragedy of Dr. Screw Eyes is not only did he have his eye pecked out as a crow, which gave him so much trauma that it shaped his entire life afterwards, but he also dies by the crows as well. Oh my god.
You live by the crows, you die by the crows.
I mean, and just thematically, it just doesn't match at all. In a dinosaur movie, you think he'd die by, like, getting sent back in time and getting eaten by dinosaurs, or getting stepped on by a dinosaur in modern times or something, not being devoured by a piranha-like swarm of crows.
But that's how it goes.
That's how it went, ladies and gentlemen.